Welcome back, citizens of the stars. Welcome to this channel, and I have for you an amazing tour in the Javelin Warhammer, the aegis Javelin Destroyer, utilized by the United Empire of Earth, or UEE for short. And it's an amazing spacecraft, one of the biggest ships, if not the biggest ship a player can own. I know there is a Bengal, and it's a carrier as well, I believe. But you cannot own it. You can find it in a system later on when Star Citizen is released, and then you can try to take it. But the Javelin, I think, is the biggest ship you can own. And it has a crew of 60? At least, oh, I read here, a crew of 12 minimal, that's a skeleton crew, until 80. So this is a organization, an organization spaceship. I'm looking forward to see it. Now you cannot see everything in this ship, only the authorized parts, but we'll see. Let's go. I'm excited.
Welcome aboard the UEES Warhammer. As part of this year's Invictus celebrations, I'd like to invite you to take a look around and get an up-close look at an active military vessel. Some of the actual crew members have graciously volunteered their time to explain what life is like aboard the ship. I would like to remind you that the entire ship is not available for exploration, so please be respectful of unauthorized areas. Thank you, and enjoy your visit.
Just look at the detail in this ship.
Welcome aboard the UEES Warhammer. As part of
If you have a chance to zoom in on the faces. Oh, pause the video if you want to read this.
Some of the actual crew members have graciously volunteered.
But if you want to see the faces, it's so detailed as well. Very good
I would like to
shadowing.
remind you that the entire ship is not available for exploration, so please be respectful.
I mean, the detail of the skin is so good. Alright, this is the first turret, right?
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
So the turret has four guns, two Revenant Gatling guns, and then a size 7 laser cannons. And this is the Javelin. Look at the sun coming down. It's dusk, I believe, in Hurston. This is just a beauty. This game is just mind-blowing to me. Just an absolute beauty of a game. And it's only in alpha. Go figure. Alright, let's enjoy the game, or enjoy the tour. There are chapters for every major hole or sightseeing point of interest in this Javelin. So if you don't want to watch everything, you can skip to the chapter you want to see. I'll be shutting up right now. Enjoy it, because I did.
Javelin class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service. Hello, welcome to the UEES Warhammer. This Javelin class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel of the 2nd Fleet, 6th Battle, a posting that put it close to the bad. Javelin class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship
Hello everyone, my name's Lieutenant Horrigan, and as you can probably tell, this is Warhammer's mess hall. Definitely one of the more popular spaces on the ship. The mess has a fully automated dispensary since we operate on rotating shifts. We have a standard crew complement of 65 to 70, and meals need to be available at all times, so we have a culinary team always on duty, ready to lend support. Famous pilot Harry O'Reilly was once quoted as saying, if you ever want to take the temperature of a ship's crew, spend 20 minutes in their mess. Now this is one of the main social areas of the ships where crew members from different departments can catch up in their own downtime. We also use the mess for social events like birthdays, holidays, and promotions, since it's able to hold so many people. Our skipper, Captain Medcalf, is a big believer in casual gatherings. It's in an effort to entrench camaraderie. So we're in here pretty often. Now, you've probably noticed our games in the corner, so I'll just address the question that everyone asks. Yes, it's pretty competitive. The XO currently has the score to beat. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to have a look around.
This Javelin-class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel in the 2nd Fleet, 6th Battle Group, a posting that put it close to the Vandal front. The Warhammer saw action during the fall of Caliban in 2884, where it protected retreating civilian and naval forces when the system ultimately fell, earning a ribbon for valor in the process. For the next several decades, the Warhammer transitioned between fleets in a variety of support and patrol positions, even participating in the UEE push to reclaim the Nexus system in the 2930s. Most recently, the Warhammer distinguished itself as the primary combat vessel to repel the outlaw group known as Xenothreat from the Stanton system. Since then, the Warhammer has been placed in dry dock for repairs, but is heading back to active service once this year's Invictus festivities are concluded. The room you're currently seated in is the main briefing room for the entire ship. Based around a hollow volume built by Microtech, the crew gathers here to discuss everything from battle strategies to repair schedules. The Marine detail assigned to this ship also uses this room to plan out their boarding actions or outline combat strategies. This room has even acted as a venue for off-duty activities, such as vid screenings or sporting event parties. We hope that you'll take the opportunity to explore the ship and get an up-close look at one of the vanguards of order. On behalf of Captain Metcalf and the rest of the crew, I want to wish you a fantastic Invictus. I hope we see you next year. Hello, welcome to the UEES Warhammer. This Javelin-class destroyer was originally built by Aegis. It has been in active service since 28. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel in the 2nd Fleet, 6th Battle Group, a posting that put it close to the Vandal.
Alright, I love this part right here. There is this turret lady that explains it, and look at the detail on her face.
Alright, let's settle down. My name's Lieutenant Commander Aldamon. I run the turret complement aboard the Warhammer. That means I'm in charge of coordinating fire between our various gunners during a combat engagement in order to maximize combat effectiveness. But when we aren't in combat, I strive to keep my team sharp by running through engagement drills and simulated encounters. Now, the Javelin comes standard with 15 turrets, 13 of which have embedded operators. There are 6 turrets like the one you see here that run along the side of the ship, each of which is equipped with a pair of size 7 cannons for larger targets and a pair of size 4 Gatlings for smaller targets like fighters and even incoming missiles and torpedoes. We've got 4 more turrets on the bow of the ship, armed with size 7 energy cannons and 3 gunners on the underside with the same. All this firepower is coupled with a heavy payload of ordnance to make the Warhammer a real problem for all sizes of ship, hence why we can be tasked to operate independently on patrols without support from the rest of the battle group. During the Xeno threat incursion, our gunners were responsible for the destruction of over 70 hostile elements and several capital ships, as well as protecting the ship from incoming ordnance. As a special treat, we've safetied this turret so you get a taste of what it feels like to be a gunner. All the weapons have been deactivated, so don't worry about accidental discharge. But I'll remind you this is an active military vessel, so be respectful all the same. Thank you, and
Yep.
have a great Invictus.
Yep, that's it. I'm in love. %. Yeah, I was surprised that you cannot go through this door though.
All right, let's settle down. My name's Lieutenant Commander Aldamon. I run the turret complement aboard the Warhammer. That means I'm in charge of coordinating fire between our various gunners during a combat engagement in order to maximize combat effectiveness. But when we aren't in combat, I strive to keep my team sharp by running through engagement drills and simulated encounters. Now, the Javelin comes standard with 15 turrets, 13 of which have embedded operators. There are 6 turrets like the one you see here that run along the side of the ship, each of which is equipped with a pair of size 7 cannons for larger targets and a pair of size 4 Gatlings for smaller targets like fighters and even incoming missiles and torpedoes. We've got 4 more turrets on the bow of the ship, armed with size 7 energy cannons and 3 gunners on the underside with the same. All this firepower is coupled with a heavy payload.
I'm sorry, but the tours are over. I'll need you to disembark the ship.
And that's it. This was the Javelin tour for Invictus Launch Week 2952. I am blown away. This is the second time I saw this ship. The first time that I did a real detailed tour in it, and the detail is just has blown me away. The tubing in the game.
Thanks to everyone who came out to support this year's Invictus, but the
Yep.
UEES Warhammer is now closed for tours.
Okay, just in time, right? But yeah, I just like it. I'm loving the character models already, and I think there's gonna be an upgrade on it as well. A little bit of clipping here, but bear with me. There we go. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.